Hiya! Just hang on a few minutes and hopefully get some people coming on and joining us. My name's Sarah and I'm going to spend a little bit of time this evening talking to you about Baby Mindful. So hence I have my lovely baby here that is part of our classes. So hi, lovely to see a few people jumping on. My name's Sarah, as I mentioned. Hiya Sarah. Hiya. I can see two Sarahs there, which is fab. I've been a Relax Kids coach and a Baby Mindful coach for over 6 years now. I'm based in the West Midlands near Wolverhampton, and Marnetta asked me to come on this evening and just answer some questions for you about what I do and why I love it. So, hiya, it's lovely to see some names popping up. Thank you so much for joining. It's great to have a chance just to tell you a bit about what I do. So the first question that Marnetta asked me to answer was what I did before becoming a Relax Kids and Baby Mindful coach. Before training with Relax Kids, I qualified and worked as an occupational therapist in mental health services, with the majority of that being in child and adolescent mental health. And it's a job that I still do now. I work as part of a brilliant team of educational psychologists covering over 60 schools in the area. So it's fast-paced, but it's really, really useful to be able to get into schools. And my skills as a Relax Kids coach are invaluable. And actually, we've been running sessions online for children over this lockdown period. And it's really been great to have something to support the children that we work with in these difficult and scary and unsettling times. So it's an absolute gift. I also, before I did my training, I was a qualified clinical hypnotherapist. I was a Reiki practitioner and also trained in hypnobirthing. And then since doing my training, I've also added qualifications in mindfulness meditation and in fertility coaching. So a whole range of different things. But Relax Kids weaves wonderfully with all of those. So what did I do before becoming a Relax Kids and a Baby Mindful coach? Before training, how did I find out about Relax Kids and what made me take the training? So I seem to remember that I saw it advertised originally at a holistic fair I'd gone to with a friend, and I was instantly drawn to it. It just fitted really well with my professional background and my experience of working with children and with groups, but it also linked in with my love of performance and of drama. And I just recognised that there was and still is a huge need for something to support children in feeling calmer and happier and more confident. And the training was being held locally to me in Birmingham, and it just felt right. And I can still remember that feeling of nerves and excitement on the first day of the training, and that just disappeared. The nerves just disappeared as soon as we got going, and I found it a really, really great weekend. So one of the things that Marnetta's asked me to talk about is Baby Mindful, what the classes are and how they help parents and babies. So about 4 or 5 years ago, I was chatting with Marnetta about my other passions and my other work with pregnancy and new parents, and just about how wonderful it would be to have something that we could offer to support parents in these key times. So Marnetta and Stuart invited me to start developing something, and after we piloted that with a small group of our coaches, Baby Mindful was born. And I'm incredibly grateful to both of them for their confidence and their trust in doing something new, and I just feel so privileged to have had the opportunity to do that. And working in mental health services and also with pregnancy and new parents, I've just seen so many times that huge emotional impact and shifts that come with the transition to parenthood. And I've seen the impact on new parents who have felt uncertain and overwhelmed and unconfident about that new stage of their lives, and recognise that, you know, we're living in times when there's less and less support available for things when it might get a little bit tough. And there's so much pressure, I think, on new parents to be able to do everything and juggle everything and have all of the answers. So for me, Baby Mindful was just wonderful to develop because it addressed all of those areas and it brought together so much of my work. And at the back of my mind when developing the sessions was the need to support new parents who may be feeling lost and unsure, who may be struggling with their own emotional or their mental health, and just needed that safe and supportive space where they could connect with their babies and just grow into their new roles. So as coaches, Baby Mindful coaches can offer sessions to mums-to-be in pregnancy, and then for new parents and their babies from 0 to 18 months, either on a one-to-one basis or in a group setting. So the sessions aim to offer that calm and quiet space where parents can spend time just being with their babies, rather than all the doing and the busyness that often comes with being a new parent. And through the sessions, which follow the wonderful Relax Kids 7-step approach, they're encouraged to become even more in tune with their baby and more aware of their emotional state and the impact that that has on their baby, whilst having the tools to transform that as they need to, building confidence, building their sense of calm and trust. And for babies, the sessions are just gently stimulating, they're wonderfully soothing, and they're really supportive of their development as well. Why do I love teaching Baby Mindful classes? Oh, it's just seeing those wonderful moments when parents grow and bloom, where they can relax, where they can enjoy those wonderful moments, those special moments with their babies, where they can just be, when nothing else matters. And knowing that they will take those skills with them out of the sessions to use with their babies in those really crucial early days. And, you know, coaches that have trained and parents that have come to sessions have said they still use what they have developed in their Baby Mindful classes with their children as they grow, as they get older. So they're really invaluable. But I think for me, just being part of giving that wonderful calm and confident start just feels a huge privilege to be able to do. In terms of the impact that Baby Mindful has on parents and babies, I think it's just having that confidence to listen, to trust to their inner wisdom, and to realise that they know their babies so well and that they are enough. Babies really enjoy the sessions as well. You know, they often fall asleep as they're so relaxed, and parents have said they sleep better afterwards, they feed better afterwards. And they just give parents those tools to notice how they're feeling in the moment and to be able to change that, to chase away any doubts and to build their confidence. And I know Ashlyn, she's one of our lovely coaches as well, commented, you know, she just loves how parents feel calm and confident in the sessions. Yeah, and you can see them relax and really enjoy that time with their babies. It's so precious. It really is special. In terms of who the training is for, it's a 2-day training and it's a mix of theory and practice. So we cover all sorts of things from neurobiology, so understanding babies' brains, to attachment theory, and also delving a little bit deeper into mindfulness, and how the attitudes of mindfulness fit so beautifully with what we do as baby mindful coaches. And I think the training is really for anybody who wants to make a difference and who recognises the importance of supporting parents in those early days. Moneta also asked me to talk about the type of people that come on Baby Mindful training. It's all sorts of people. We've had such a wonderful range of backgrounds, and it's one of the things I love at every training is when you sit there at the start and people share why they've come on the training, because I feel so excited inside, because I know that they are going to bring something so special to what they do as a baby mindful coach, and they are going to make such a difference to the parents and babies that they work in. They have a huge range of backgrounds, but all of them, it's just underneath that is that passion, that reason of wanting to make a difference in those early stages. So many of the coaches that come on the training say that actually, I wish this had been around when my babies were younger. It's what I needed. It's what would have made a difference to me. And that, that's a huge privilege, a huge honour to hear that. Stacey's asked about whether we can do the sessions with nurseries, with staff, with babies and toddlers. Yes, absolutely. Certainly with the sessions with older babies, definitely. The sessions are kind of grouped into 0 to 6 months, and there are 24 sessions that you can do with those parents and babies. So that's, you could do a different session every week for 0 to 6 months, and those are really about setting that foundation of calm, of stillness, of confidence and trust in that wonderful kind of non-judgmental, supportive atmosphere where they can just grow and unfold into their new roles. Certainly the sessions are then available for 6 to 12 months and then 12 to 18 months as well now. And yeah, they would be absolutely wonderful for nursery staff to be able to do with the babies that they care for as well. Also something that they could offer to parents to come in. I know that some of the coaches, and I certainly have myself, have worked with parents and the younger babies in the nursery setting in a lovely way for the nursery to promote themselves to new parents who may be looking for somewhere for their baby to go, to know that nursery really values that bond and attachment and that well-being of both baby and parent. So there's so many options. I've also done a lot of sessions with sort of parents just on a one-to-one basis. So perhaps a mum who maybe she's been struggling, sort of postnatally depressed, or just finding that transition difficult, and maybe wouldn't have had that confidence to come to a group session. So being able to work with her individually in her own home, or with the two, with both parents, or parent and a grandparent or something like that, is just really, really special. And you can see them just growing in confidence, and very often they will then come and join the groups as well and get all the benefits of that. We've also had coaches that have worked with young parents. I've also used some of the elements of it working with parents on mother and baby units, with my background being in psychiatry. Again, it's just a wonderful, wonderful area. I would love as well to get sessions into like sort of special care baby units and those sorts of settings where that time to just relax and be is so invaluable. So there's so much that coaches can do, and it's why I love hearing everybody's ideas when they come on the training and how they're going to use it. How has it impacted on my life, being a relaxed kids coach and a baby mindful coach? It's given me so much, personally and professionally. They're tools that I use myself as as an individual, that I use at home with my daughter. And I just love being part of the really supportive community of coaches, and I've made some really, really wonderful, special friends through that, that I value really very much. So it's given me a huge amount. Marletta asked who and what I'm grateful for. Oh, just so much. My family, my friends, people that I love and trust. Just grateful that I have a job that I love and that I work with a team of brilliant people, and I have the opportunity to do this and to reach people that need that support. It feels a huge privilege every time. Ashlyn as well, she's just commented about sort of talking to local support groups as well. Yeah, she had some classes that were funded by a local postnatal depression charity, which is just a brilliant opportunity. And when I was writing the sessions, that was really at the back of my mind, that's an area I really wanted to be able to reach. So it's fantastic that our coaches are doing that. Marletta asked me my dream job. It's basically doing what I'm doing now, but just being able to reach more and more people, to have that opportunity to see children being confident, to grow up feeling confident and happy and ready for their future. It's the reason I went into working with children in mental health services, because I'd worked with adults initially, and I met so many adults who said that, the difficulties had started when they were young. And I wanted to be part of that solution. I wanted to be part of that proactive support, at that point when things were tough, to help them develop those skills, then to develop that resilience, that confidence in themselves, so that maybe they wouldn't go on to have those same difficulties in later life. So yeah, my dream job would probably be doing what I'm doing now, and maybe performing on stage, singing in the West End, something like that. That'd be good too. That'd be cool. But that's a side dream. Marletta also asked if I went on a desert island, one exercise that I would take to help me relax. And I guess for Baby Mindful, it would just be one of the really simple breathing exercises that we do. And it's something that we do in every session with parents, with every age of babies and parents that we work with. And it's just a beautiful exercise just of breathing together. And essentially, with breathing together, all we encourage parents to do is to just sit and hold their babies and just let their breathing slow itself down. Let their bodies begin to relax. Let their shoulders just sink down into the frame of the body. And just for that few moments, just let anything else around them just drift away. And just focus on the breath. And if any thoughts come into their head, just bringing their attention back to the breath, letting the thoughts just be there, not trying to push them out. But then as their breathing begins to slow and settle, as they're holding their baby close, to just notice how their baby's breathing is beginning to settle and change with them. How they begin to just breathe in harmony and in that rhythm, and just moving into that lovely calm and quiet space together. And it's just such a simple exercise, but it's so important and so beneficial. And just to have that moment to just stop, to just pause, to hit the reset button. You know, there are just those days sometimes when you need that. You just need to be able to press the reset button and just be. So just breathing together. And obviously as parents are practicing with that with their babies, they're also developing that tool for themselves to breathe and just be, and to be able to just sit and just take those few moments to just slow down, become aware of how they're feeling, and then have the tools and the space to be able to change that if needed, to be able to move on from that. And I think that's such a huge, huge gift that we can give to new parents especially. And it's one that I use myself. I use it with my daughter now. You know, she's 14. And sometimes we just need to sit and just breathe. If she's had one of those days or there's something just gone on, I know that I can just sit with her, slow my breathing, and help her to do the same. So, you know, we focus on those early months, but actually what Baby Mindful coaches are bringing to the parents that they work with are skills and tools that they will use throughout their parenting journey. And it's why it's based in mindfulness, why it's based in attachment theory, because it really, really does do that. So I'm unashamedly proud and biased about Baby Mindful. Describing it in 3 words was actually really, really hard, but I think inspiring, magical, and transformative. And I hope that would be the case for parents that come on the classes too. So thank you for this chance. Thank you for inviting me, Marnetta, to just jump on and talk a little bit about what I do and about Baby Mindful. If anybody has any questions or any comments, I'd be happy to just answer those quickly. I can see kind of comments coming up on the screen. But I hope that's just giving you a little bit of information about what Baby Mindful is and why it's so awesome, and what a difference you could make as a Baby Mindful coach. So thank you so much. Take care, keep safe, and keep well, and look after yourselves. Bye.